You know what I noticed? I don't have any cool intros. I don't even like intros. Whatever. This is the intro. Um, here's the whatever I got going on there with my gun. I think it's a PDSW,
I mean,
basically a
there's only three
P90.
modes. They have
I'm
to make
always
it
changing
better.
my guns.
Add
Anyway,
more modes.
I'm not even using a gun that I want to use specifically for this game mode. Maybe the snapshot grenade, the Semtex, the Phantom class, and the trophy system,
I hope
maybe a
they
little
had
bit, but it's
Surf.
just
They had
according to whatever
Demolition.
game mode I'm playing. So this is Team
They had
Deathmatch. I was like, yeah, let me try this. Let me see what happens. But
Domination.
basically, right now, I'm
That
just trying to
they
level
capture
up
the
any gun
flag
that I
from
have
Mission
so that I
Sites.
can have them all leveled up. That's my goal anyway. Before things like um, Warzone start and DMZ starts, trying to get all that stuff leveled up quickly as possible. So basically, I'm going through. I'm gonna give you a sort of a play-by-play of what I'm thinking here. Anytime a situation comes up like that one, three guys there. I'm not gonna stick my head out. Why would I do that? That's stupid. You're gonna die. So I'm not gonna sit over here and pretend like I'm gonna kill three guys in a row that are just looking over there waiting for
I
somebody
have
to
no
come around
idea
the
where these
corner.
guys are at.
Right?
None.
My main
That is
goal is
a
just to see where everybody spawns, basically,
shit. I'm gonna get
based off
caught
of
somewhere.
respawns of your teammates and based off where you've killed somebody. This guy got me. I wasn't
Oh my god,
prepared
this
for it.
guy
I think
ran
I
into
might have
me.
been
Easy kill.
adjusting myself in my
Wasn't ready
seat,
for
which
it.
you can hear from time to time because it creaks so damn loud. Um, but that's basically what I do. I, hide third person. You can hide and you can see in front of you. You can instead of just looking at the tires in front of me right here, I'd have to listen for sounds. I can actually see what's going on in front of me, and that's one of the benefits of third person. A lot of you played third person, you know this already, but for the person that hasn't, that's why I play it. So again, paying attention to what's going on around me, paying attention to the mini map on the left. Do I have coverage? If somebody comes up on the left side, will they kill me? Am I vulnerable on the left side? Right now I feel like I'm vulnerable behind myself, but there's a threat in front of me, so I gotta shoot this guy. Kept shooting him
Yeah,
because
you
I
gotta
didn't
go
have a
with me,
solid
buddy.
shot on him. Typically I wouldn't play this way. Typically I wouldn't stay in the same area like for a long time like I'm doing right here. But if the other team is dumb enough to keep coming back to the same spot and keep dying, hey, I'm gonna take the opportunity and use it. So I did that as much as possible over here. And you'll see them coming in, wave after wave, keep coming back to the same spot, which is to me is really dumb. You should come from different angles. Eventually somebody learns this when they do it and they throw me off. But just coming back the same way, assuming that nobody's there. Like I think this guy killed him like 3 times. He's the diver. You're gonna see him dive a couple times here. You got these idiots that want to take your spot. You're covering it. If I'm covering the right side, cover the left side, dude. Get over there. Nobody's covering the left side. There he is again. Didn't work once, won't work again, but he tried it anyway. It worked before. And the only thing I can think of that they're doing over here is like, if I had a Harrier up or a VTOL, I'd want my teammates to try to get everybody out of cover so that the VTOL can be effective. So I get why they're coming in at this point, but at the same time, it's like they're just feeding me kills. Another thing I want to point out is kill streaks versus score streaks. And I was wondering about this, but Tac verified this for me. Tactic Ops, you'll see him in green. I play with him on this game most of the time. And he told me, he's like, man, score streaks, they're great. You might be able to get your score streaks done
Oh my god.
quicker
So
than you
there's one
could with
person
kill
behind us. I had
streaks.
to turn
So I
around.
tried it, and because I did the score streaks versus the
Nobody
kill
was paying
streaks,
attention to where he
I
was
took
at.
my time, of course. This is team deathmatch. I'm a freaking knucklehead on objective-based games like Hardpoint and Domination. Aztac, he'll tell you all day. He's like, this guy's he probably thinks I don't think the way I play on objective-based games, but I have a whole different strategy on objective-based games. This, you can take your time. You can try to control the spawns, see where they're coming from. You don't have to rush it. So it's a little bit different. So I play this a little bit differently. Anyway, score streaks. So,
Okay.
because I play a lot of objective-based games and because I'm not getting kills all the time, if I'm holding a point, I'm getting points for it, and it just goes towards your streak. And it's way better than waiting for a kill, because sometimes kills happen, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you feel like you shot the guy 10 minutes before they shot you, but you still end up dying. So, you know, I'd just rather do it this way. I think it's a lot easier. He made a good call on that. So if you find that to be the case, it's all his fault. You can blame it on him for telling you about score streaks, because he told me. So I'm just relaying you the information.
He's got to be over here somewhere.
But good call on that. This was kind of weird right here. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know about that stuff, but whatever. Leave a comment if you got one, I guess, in the comments, whatever. But yeah, like team deathmatch, it's all I'm doing. Just seeing where enemies are versus where your teammates are to determine where the enemy may be at, based off of those, based off looking at that. That's it. And I'm running around, yes, like an idiot, but at least I know my teammates are over here. I don't hear anybody shooting. And if anything, I might have somebody's back towards me at this point where I'm at. Not the case here, but I got it. On objective-based modes, I feel as though, at least on third person, you got to fight for those two objectives. If it's domination, take the 2 flags. Don't go for the 3rd flag. Don't flip the spawns. Fight hard for those 2 flags and then just hold and defend. Hardpoint, same thing. Fight hard. Have somebody hold the flag. It only takes one person to hold the hard point. Only takes one guy. That's it. And you can have people just roaming. You can have people looking at respawns and routes that people are usually taking to disrupt the routes that they're taking to get to the hard point, to discourage them from taking those routes and discourage them from playing the game at all. Because, you know, this game can mess with your head, and that's part of the game too, messing with people's heads based off of how well you do. Me and Tack were in a game on that, I think it was Las Almas map, the one with all the cars that blow up every 5 seconds. And we were doing terrible, man. We weren't doing that good in the beginning. It was very frustrating. I made a couple call outs to make some adjustments, and after we were on the same page in that situation, because he does a lot of call outs that are good and, you know, we'll adjust and they'll be great. But we adjusted, and once we adjusted and we're on the same page, you know, we held 2 flags, and after we did that, the other team left. They didn't want to play no more. They were happy when they were getting our ass kicked, but once we stopped getting our ass kicked, they really didn't enjoy the game. Because I feel like the reason why I tell you this, the reason why I say fight for that point or fight for the 2 flags hard, is because you feel like you're going uphill when you don't have those 2 points. Whereas you can be a little bit more calm. I'm not going to say it's going to work perfect all the time. It requires communication. It requires the right teammates. And, you know, there's a lot of factors involved. But for the most part, it doesn't feel like you're working uphill when you have those points covered. Now, if you get greedy and you go to the other side, you flip the spawns, it's a different story. You know, then you got to teach whoever, or at least instruct whoever, this is what you could potentially do, and this is what can mess us up. So if you can, try not to do it. If they continue to do it, then, you know, just give them the boot and kick them out of your party and say screw it, you're out of here, dude. I'm out. I've done it so many times, but feel bad. But I mean, we're, you know, most of the guys I know are responsive enough to at least try out the things that I say to see if they work out for the benefit of the team and not for the benefit of yourself. I'm always thinking about team. Anyway, another thing I had to point out, there is a glitch on this game, in third person at least. In order for you to switch camera views, you have to press L3 on your stick. And when you press L3, for some reason, sometimes it will reload the weapon for you. And that's the glitch. It'll reload. So you'll find yourself trying to get into some sort of position. You'll walk up to a piece of cover, and then next thing you know, you're trying to shoot, and you can't because you are trying to reload. It sucks. So I don't know what the situation is with that, but It can be hazardous to your Call of Duty health if you don't pay attention to that. For now, workaround would be just pay attention to it and make sure,
Somebody right here.
if at all possible, you reload it all the time. Good shot over there by Tech, because I don't even think he
Nope, that's a negative.
was
I think we
ready
gotta
for
turn
that
around,
coming
though.
up, and I obviously had a late reaction to that one. He would have probably died if he didn't turn around when he did. So good shit. Other than that, I mean, you see what I'm trying to do. Hopefully in future videos you'll see what I'm also trying to do. When it comes to ground war though, I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
like
Everybody's
the middle, I
just
don't know
blah.
why.
They're doing whatever. Anything that's objective based on this game. That's probably the only con of this game, is the people that play this game can either make it or break it. And you know, to each his own. If you want to play ground war or whatever, and you want to play, you know, just get on top of a building and shoot people, yeah, that's great. But it's for the other players, it is kind of annoying because you don't know where they're coming from. You know, you respawn, next thing you know, you got 2 guys shooting at you. It kind of sucks, but over time we'll get used to it and figure out a way. Hope you watched that other video that I had about the tanks, APCs, and helicopters. It's pretty cool. Hopefully you tried it, and if you did, put some information down in the comments here or put it down in that video.
Friendly airstrike in the AO.
See him.
Ready for tasking.
AC130 standing by.
what I got.
Repeat, AC130 standing by.
Requesting immediate CAS.
Our AC130 is in the air.
We're getting hit hard. 1 minute remaining. All players, clear to fire. Hostile in the open. Missile loaded, clear to fire. Friendly UAV online. Morty ready. 30 seconds remain. LTM ready. Good attack to target. This is Castro 3-1. Tasking complete.
99.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, we lost. No.
Mission failed. Return to base.
That guy had a long number next to his name.